Apparently, Elizabeth Warren's according to some latest poll, the strongest candidate now, the um, highest polling or highest voted candidate. Um, so Bernie Sanders had a heart attack, and that's pretty much his biggest problem right now. He needs to prove that he's healthy, and people shouldn't be thinking about it. And Joe Biden is slipping. And I think that's because, he's just saying that, I'm Joe. That's not enough. And he looks old. Older than Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is the one who got the heart attack. But in terms of maybe it's just his character, he's saying that, hey, I'm the Joe. I can be just your president. But that's probably not enough. That's probably not enough for young population. It's not enough for people who are swinging between Republicans and Democrats. And the sad part is, I don't like Elizabeth Warren. The reason being, she's dodging the question again. She dodged it, and Pete, in that latest debate, said that you're dodging the question. Are the taxes of the middle class gonna go up? And that's what Bernie Sanders is clearly saying. Yeah, they're gonna go up. And where Elizabeth Warren is saying the same thing. He's just saying that the electables are gonna go down or something. So the last thing I want to hear about is a politician who is dodging a question. And that was a yes or no question, and that's not the first time she's dodging it. I completely dislike this behavior. I don't know, maybe I'm getting Hillary Clinton version 2 vibes, even though it's a different person, right? Not a Clinton family member and such. But yeah, I don't like it. So can Bernie Sanders this time be the frontrunner? He's not new now. He was new in 2016 with all those proposals. Though those proposals, the more affordable healthcare or healthcare for everyone, is a mainstream idea, and he's the one who put it out there. So that's the mainstream idea of the Democrats right now. So in other words, Bernie Sanders should have more power now that he has convinced a lot more people saying that this is not communism, this is the way a modern country should operate with. And yeah, he's old, so he seems to be in shape still even after that heart attack, and people after bypass or those surgeries can live for a long period of time. Dick Cheney had like 5 attacks or 5 operations. So hopefully this is not going to scare much voters, and people will think about Bernie Sanders, because he's pretty much among these 3 the most genuine person out there, I would say. Yes, his other drawback is just like an old guy is reiterating that the top 1% of top something percent of top, but he's a firm believer of those ideas. I don't know how his stubbornness, however, will when it comes to office is going to play in administration, because country needs unification. Senate should be not just fighting among each other. So I'm not sure. From a Republican perspective, though, I'm not sure if there is any candidate that's maybe Andrew Young, something that would appear as more sympathetic to a Republican. Maybe that's because he's a business person and thinking about money, giving money, things like that, even though those are not policies of Republicans, but maybe in a sense, because if there's a tax break, you're kind of giving money to people. Andrew Young probably doesn't have a substantial chance. So anybody out of these 3 doesn't really have much of a substantial chance in those polls, which is kind of not nice, because individually they are thinking about right things. Like Tulsi Gabbard, I think is her name, right? So she said we shouldn't have started somebody else's war and be involved in Syria in the first place. And Pete's kind of dodging the question and saying that United States is is now in a shameful position. But I mean, she's right in that I believe that the United States actually put itself in a difficult position and now is in a shameful position, and that idea I actually support of Tulsi Gabbard. Um, but yeah, they don't have much chance. Um, the first gay president, right, Pete Buttigieg, I think, Buttigieg. Um, yeah, doesn't have much chance, but we'll see. If they need some sort of a shining moment, and I don't think they have any of those moments, on simple differences will not make a single little difference will not make a difference. And therefore, is it now Elizabeth Warren? It's the it will be the second time now Democrats pushing for this female, president. I don't like it, but yeah, better than Trump, I guess. Though in a recent study about how the economy is reflecting in the predicted outcome of votes, because the economy is doing okay, in fact maybe well in terms of unemployment in the United States, Donald Trump has a significant chance of winning this election too. And therefore, you want to put somebody there against Donald Trump, that somebody with Republican, coming from Republican base, or not voting, or just in the middle between those two ideas, would sympathize more. Elizabeth Warren is more sympathetic. To be honest, Joe Biden and even Bernie Sanders appear to be kind of nicer, which is weird, because Elizabeth Warren is female, and females supposedly should be considered as more relatable and such. But this, I don't feel that way. I don't know. We'll see. So I guess I'm rooting for Bernie Sanders, to be honest. He will be a completely different president. Whereas Elizabeth Warren, yeah, sure, she's a female, she will become a different president, but just because a president is different due to being female is not really the biggest point of electing a president, right? Bernie Sanders knows what he's talking about. We'll see.